warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, my student, today we're gonna study about recount text. Recount text has three parts. The first, definition of recount text. The second, general structure, and the last is language features. Okay, before I explain what the recount text is, can you give me the definition of recount text based on your own words?
Recount text is the text that we write based on our experience.
Okay. Recount text, the text based on your own experience. Recount text is the type of the text in English that tell us about story, events, or activity about us. The text based on your own experience, it means that we write our own experience, not the other experience. So we can tell about our experience, like when we go to holiday, or when you had the nightmare, or when you went to the beach with your friends. And the second part is general structure. General structure has 3 points, and it's usually in the recount text. It's divided into 3 paragraphs. It means that orientation in the first paragraph, events in the second paragraph, or reorientation in the last paragraph. Okay, the first point is orientation. Orientation tells us about background information about who, where, whenever, or events occur. So in the orientation, we introducing about the participant who was involved in the story, and with whom we when the story happened, and then where the place you visited when the story happened, or when did the story happen. And the second is events. Tells a series of events that occur in chronological order. It means that we explain the story in chronological order words, like the first, second, then, and the last. Or in the morning, I went with my friends to the beach, and in afternoon we ride the motorcycle in the road, like that. And the last is reorientation. Reorientation also can be called like conclusion or the closing of the story, stating personal comment of the story. It means that every writer, in the last paragraph, they will give the comment of the story, whether it's good comment or bad comment, like that was a terrible holiday, that was a bad nightmare I have ever faced, or that was a beautiful holiday. And the last part is language features, or it can also be called like the characteristic of the recount text. Language features, it means that the language that we can use when we write the recount text. The first point is introducing personal participant. Usually when we started to write recount text, we will start it with I and my family went to my grandmother's house, or I and my friend we visited the laboratorium, like that. The second, using chronological events, like what I said before. In events, that mean we explain the content of the story. We will use the first, then second, like that. And the third, linking first, because recount text it tells the story that have passed, so we have to use was, were, saw, hear, visited, and when, and the others. And the fourth, action verbs: look, go, change. And the last is simple past tense. Like I said before, because this is the story that has passed, or something that you ever did before, so we have to use the tenses simple past tense, and we will make the sentence like, when I went to my friend's house, when I went to the beach with my family, like that. So this is the example of recount text. As you can see, this is divided into three parts. The first paragraph: last week I went to the theater. It was the only theater at my town. I had one free ticket to watch a movie. I had no idea about the movie, and I would like to watch, and I didn't know the schedule of the theater. So that I just wanted to come and see if there was any good movie. So this is the introduction. As you can see, last week I went to the theater. This is the introducing about the time of the story. And the second paragraph: I parked my motorcycle at the parking area, and I walked slowly at the hall of the theater. I took my ticket on my wallet and go to the information section to ask about how to use the ticket that day. Unfortunately, I missed it. The ticket was already expired 2 days before. So this is the events: parking, I walked, theater, I took. So this is the events. And the last, this is the conclusion. I went home that day and I was very disappointed about that. You can see that this is the writer comment about his experience. So we can know that he has a bad comment about his experience. And my student, can you give me the conclusion of the story?
Okay, the conclusion is the writer very disappointed because the ticket was already expired 2 days before, so he couldn't watch the theater.
Okay, that's good. Okay, that's all about our class today. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.